Hello, hello, beautiful person watching this. I am so happy that you're here. Welcome back to another Slay the Spire Ascension 20 Defect run. Could you believe it that it's been about a month since this run? I've never uploaded it. Just haven't gotten to it yet. At any given time, I have around 5 to 10 wins just chilling there. And sometimes some runs are cooler, I guess. Or I choose to upload a different character for a variety of reasons. But it's been a while since we uploaded a Defect run. I'm going to go back here. So here is a cool Floor 0 bird-faced urn run, which is one of the best results for the Defect. And lets you get really powerful, maybe even do the storm thing if you want, which is cool. And looking forward to taking some powers here. So of course, if you don't know, bird-faced urn says whenever you play a power, you restore 2 health. Very, very strong. Having any sort of sustain as the Defect is quite good. And the best one, as the run goes on, is the bird-faced urn. This Defect loves playing powers. Hope you all are doing well today. Feeling pretty chill today myself. And I take a white noise over a darkness there just because of the bird-faced urn. Any power also heals us for 2, which is quite good. Echo form's pretty good, but that's not the fight we need the luck in here. I would love to find that on a boss fight. Trash cards here. Skip first recursion. I'm going to skip instead. Asmi is moving his mouse quite a lot here. I don't know what is going on. Maybe there was something wrong with it at the time. Take a Sunder. Sunder, a pretty good early attack here. Sometimes the enemies are such low health you can play it for 0, but essentially that's really, really good. And upgrade a white noise over Sunder, which is kind of surprising. Just want to make sure I can always play that card. That is definitely very important to play. Scaling and healing, all in one card. About a bias cog. Stop for a moment to think whether I actually should play that or not, but yes, it'll be fast enough fight, that's fine. Decide not to block there. Just do the big damage. Possibly wrong, but wanted to make sure we got out fast enough for the bias cog, of course. Ended up being pretty much good. It would have been very tight here if we didn't play Slender that one turn. And Centennial Puzzle is here, and Ball Lightning. Probably gonna click on that. And the puzzle will... Oh, it's actually Discharge because it's a power, it seems. Nope. If it was Hexagos, I would have taken the Discharge. Or Guardian, actually. But Slime Boss demands some more respect. And the puzzle will draw us 3 cards the first time we take damage in each combat. A nice solid relic. Not too bad of a fight there. Tempest is here. Chaos unupgraded is here with very exciting. Rebound is a fine early attack, but doesn't work great with any of our cards really except Ball Lightning, I would argue. Seems that I don't want any of these. But it might be necessary for Slime Boss, which is the problem. Like Tempest could be necessary, maybe. Love to find Defrag, Bias Cog, this sort of thing. With our bird-faced urn, of course. So a tough decision for sure. I don't want to click any of these cards. I'm trying to decide, do I have to click any of these cards? Tough choice. I do take the Tempest after all. And we find a pair for 10 max health. Not going to complain about that. Considering draw pot just to find the white noise. Played on the turn that it's not going to get strength buffed. but that risks drawing the damage, of course, which is bad. Discharge is okay. Looking a little bit surprising that we don't die in this, to me. Very good Tempest there, just got us there. And Horn Cleat will give us 14 block on turn 2, that's very nice. Reinforced Body versus Doomgloom is a real conversation. Reinforced Body, some good block. Yet again, against Guardian, I probably would take Reinforced Body here. But Slime Boss, you would love to have that one Dark Orb with nice area damage as well. It's a really good card against Slimbo. So I'm gonna click on that. Yeah, I apologize for the... Usually I only do that mouse thing when I'm, like, make a big mistake or something like that. But right now I'm just doing it seemingly for fun, which, oh, I think I was in a particularly good mood or something. Or maybe a particularly bad mood. I don't actually know what this means. We can only guess, because I waited a month to upload this. And ouch, this is a very bad fight here. No mouse movement on this fight, so maybe it's not a bad mouse movement, maybe it's a good mouse movement. Because I would not be happy with this fight. Creative AI is actually huge. We could go in, just play powers every turn, if we wanted. And gain much health. It is occurring to me now, the ability to do this. I need to get rid of my orbs, though, if I want to do this. I need to make frost orbs only. Just lightning orb. So I may speed this up or something. I think I do sit here for a while and heal because it's right to do so, of course. So we made it out there, gained a bunch of health, up to 74 health. Could have gained max heal, but I was getting a little impatient there. And we actually find a bias cog from a hallway fight as well, which is really good. So White Noise actually healing us for 50 health there. Pretty insane. And we were lucky to get that in a fight where the enemy doesn't scale, so we could sit there forever. Adding the numbers on the bird face turn, of course. And I woke up on turn 1 here because we had Horn Cleat. Wanted to get that 14 block for free. Make sure to play the dual cast so we can evoke this Dark Orb next turn if we want to. Got there with the Tempest. And Vajra's here. 1 innate strength is pretty good. All 3 pickable cards here. Bullseye seems pretty good with the Dark Orb we're doing. Skim is a great draw card. Cool-Headed makes a Frost Orb and draws, and we have Biased Cognition. So, could go any way here. Any which, I would say. If I'm really respecting Slime Boss, I would take the Bullseye, but I think I'm good now, probably. Take the better card instead. Deciding on Cool-Headed, it looks like. Nope. Take a Skim. And Fairy in a Bottle is great, of course. I love having a Fairy on my belt. Just in case. Could keep that the entire run. Could keep these exact potions the entire run, in fact. And just save them for the heart. The Capacitor Pot is excellent against the heart as well. Some good scaling for you. Did we find an Echo Form, or was that from White Noise? I think that was from White Noise. No way it was from Laga, right? Can't remember already. And self-repair's here. Yeah, it was from white noise. Self-repair is fine, but you know what's even better is storm when we're doing the bird face urn thing. So a little bit early for the storm. All we have is bias cog, but I know that we want more powers. That's the neat thing about the bird face urn and playing defect in general. So take the storm. Very cool, very fun. I love me a storm. And electro off white noise, by the way. That's really good in the slime bus, but this white noise is the chosen one, man. My god, it's insane. Just do the biggest split possible. And we also have electrodynamics, so they're going to split again, and then they're going to die. Or outright just die, actually. Goodbye. Slime boss is absolutely brutalized there. And second bias cog is here, or a buffer. They're going to take the second biased cog, probably. With storm, that extra focus is going to be really insane. And it's... I don't want to click Ecto, so I was thinking about empty cage versus inserter. Inserter is very slow here, but we are going to be filling the orbs with Tempest and Storm. So I may take the inserter after all. Inserter's a bit slow, but hopefully we don't care when we're healing for so much, is the idea. So inserter won't be immediately good. We'd actually probably prefer to be evoking the orbs at the start here, just for the extra fast damage against slavers and whatnot. But it'll be good later. Good free scaling on the orb slots. So now, of course, every 2 turns we'll gain 1 orb slot. And that does carry over between fights, so if you put it on 1, then you'll gain an orb slot immediately at the start of each fight, which is pretty good. Although you can't really think about that too often, and also you often can't control when you're getting out as the defects, because the lightning orbs deal so much damage and they're passive. Another bias cog. That's a lot of damage, guys. Bonk. Cold snap. Probably gonna take that. Need more frost orb. I actually don't take it. I'm very surprised by that. Current me takes that every time. I played Tempest for 1 instead of Zap. Kind of weird, but maybe I want to just get it out of my deck. Not as good as other cards. Found another Storm. Liquid Bronze. Liquid Bronze is really good against birds, but we just killed the birds. It could be good against the Book of Stabbing as well. And Membership Card and Meat on the Bone are both here. Do I take Meat on the Bone? I probably don't even need it because we have so much to say already. Buy a Loop, buy Double Energy, buy a Membership Card, buy a card move. That's a great shop. And Shield Plus, or the chill we took from that last fight, will help a lot with the Frost Orbs that we needed. So it's all coming together. Not too bad of a fight there. Get our red mask, which will weaken all enemies by 1 at the start of each fight. That's pretty good. Found another white noise as well. More power for Storm and Birdface Urn. And we even upgrade the Storm. I'm interested in playing this every fight right at the start. That way we don't have to play the bias cog and have it start ticking down already before finding Storm. That would be awkward. We want those lightning orbs in play and cooking as fast as possible. That's what I'm talking about. And I could chill, but I don't even want to. Want those lightning orbs in play and hitting things right now. So feeling pretty good about Inserter here. Definitely happy to have all those orb slots in this exact moment. And get to even dual cast a Dark Orb on Gremlin Leader. Very cool. Found a meal ticket. Another Cold Snap. That was even upgraded. I still don't want it. I am very anti-Cold Orb, Frost Orb right now. But meal ticket will heal us for 15 whenever we enter a shop. Normally a solid relic. In this case, not so good as we already have so much sustain. I even chose not to buy a meat on the bone that we could afford. If you're not buying meat on the bone, you're probably not very excited about meal tickets or any other sustain relic. It's just dead. So we're definitely doing the storm thing. Very cool. Don't want any of those cards. Could take a leap, but seems past me is very confident here. No need to take bad commons when we're going to kill everything so fast. And ceramic fish is here. Every time we add a card to our deck, we'll gain 9 gold. A little bit better when you have membership cards, like kind of doubled your gold, so gold becomes more valuable, therefore a bit better. So even though it's a bit late here, ceramic fish is usually like a worthy key, I would say, the later in the run it gets. But not this time. Gold is pretty good here. Really want to find orange pellets. That would be the absolute giga nuts here. It's just dead, by the way. That's kind of crazy. Self-repairs here. It is a power. So that's the main reason to click it here. The heal is fine. Yeah, mainly it is giving us a lightning orb, healing us for 2 with word face turn, etc. We would prefer it to actually be a good power like defrag. But that's fine. And doing the super lead here, it's a strength, book of stabbing. That's very spooky. That 3 strengths can be multiplied by the number of turns spin, essentially. So getting hit for the small amount here, gotta make sure we get out soon. Should get out in 2 turns with these lightning orbs, so just got to play a buffer there. Heal for a lot. Could have played that to heal for 2, but already had self-repair in play. Find a Seek. Seek is really good. This one's also dead. So, truly dedicated lightning orb deck here. It's pretty neat. Another self-repair is probably not happening, I would say. Maybe I still take it, though. I'm just committing to the bid every single power given to me. Let's see. It's definitely wrong, I think. But maybe I wanted it. You know what? Woke Bird doesn't exist. It's fine. Is it in the room with us right now? Is the question. And if it's not, then it's not real. Wow. Seeking for white noise is incredible. The respect. Am I right, guys? Was hoping to hit the right one there. Would have taken a bit less. But now I can just double the self-repair, make more lightning orb. This fungi beast is refusing to die. That was crazy. And there's electrodynamics from a normal hallway fight. Wow, that's insane. Is that a question mark? And right into slavers as well. Just before fighting slavers, we find Electro. That's pretty lucky. I think we would have been fine, but it certainly helps. Oh, they're all dead. Pretty good turn. Dreamcatcher will allow us to... Oh, find a heat sinks as well. That's pretty good. We'll have to find a mummified hand at this point. But also found ornamental fan from the last leak. Didn't mention that. That will give us 4 block whenever we play 3 attacks in 1 turn. Pretty bad here. Not going to be doing that very often. And then the Dreamcatcher will let us see a card award screen whenever we rest. Hopefully that's also going to be pretty bad here, because that means we'd be resting with this insane amount of sustain that we have, which is not desirable. We prefer to be otherwise gaining life, not resting, and continuing to upgrade our good powers that we find. Creative AI against the boss. This white noise is actually goated. And we have Storm. 2 Storm. Or do we have 2 Storm? We have 1 Storm and Birdface turn. Pretty good. Take a bit of damage. Just proccing puzzle, it's fine, guys. And it's dead in 2 turns. So this fight went well as well. Just a bit too strong for everything right now with the double Bias Cog and Storm combo. The damage is just damaging a bit too much. Poor Spire, but our luck will run out eventually. That's not quite enough scaling for the whole game. Gotta find a little bit more. Upgrade the heat sinks, find some more energy gain, and then just play like every power in our deck at the same time. Maybe a bottle for the heat sinks. So now we're talking about those potions from earlier that I mentioned. I could take this Sozu and lock those potions in fully. Sozu has no downside if you are locking your potions. Those are our potions. No need to get any more. So free 4th energy, essentially. So Sozu, of course, preventing us from finding potions ever again in any way. No matter what we do, we cannot obtain more potions. Entropic Brew doesn't add more. Can't get them from events. Can't buy them in shops. Very brutal, generally speaking. But the rare exception to this is when you don't even care, like in this case. I get to Sunder left gab, but might not even want to. Get back Electro. Pretty good fight. Crash cards, go next. Check for Wokebird. You know we're gonna fight Wokebird, guys. It's fine. Don't even think about it. It's always Wokebird. It always will be. It always has been. Just gonna have to figure out a way. Consume is here. Sustainable focus. That's an actual solution for Wokebird in theory, is finding like 1 glacier and then just playing Consume with Inserter over and over. In theory. An unclickable event here, the worst event in the entire game. Very sad. 2 madness. Do I take the madness? That would be crazy, I think. Just lose the max health. And here's a shop, and we have membership card, by the way. That's 460 times 2 gold. Orrery's here. There's a Fission. Probably gonna take that. Glacier's here. Gonna take that for sure. Equilibrium, possibly. Reinforced Body Plus is probably getting clicked on. Just having a quick look, you know. Let it marinate. Gotta see all the card awards first. So yeah, gonna take the Fission and the Glacier. That's obvious. Skim over Reinforced Body, it seems. Equilibrium's pretty good. And Reinforced Body Plus. Still 400 gold to go. Find a recycle, take that. Incense Burner's only 160 gold. Probably gonna buy that as well. One of the best relics. And so now that we have that Incense Burner, every 6 turns we'll gain 1 intangible, and that will help quite a lot against so many fights in the game. It takes a little bit of finagling. You have to sometimes stall in fights longer than you would think to in order to put it on the right number. Against Act 4 Elite and the Heart, it's the correct number is 4 to basically tank the turn 2s, which are both brutal, doing so much damage to you. And there's also some other badness happening, like in the Heart you are vulnerable and frail, and against the Act 4 Elite you are drawing 2 burns instead of actual cards. That is so disgusting, by the way. What were they thinking with that? So making even more lightning orb here. A little bit spooky. Committing so much biased cog here. But I'm feeling like I need to do some damage here. Tempest pretty good. Considered recycling to make more lightning orb, but it's not even doing anything there because we don't have... oh, because it has intangible, rather. Got a blood vial, which will heal us for 2 health whenever we enter a combat. It looks so puny compared to the power of Birdface Stern, doesn't it? It's like 1 proc of it. Truly showing how blood vial is unexciting in general. Probably gotta upgrade. Oh, I upgrade Fission, okay. Yeah, we are gonna be having a lot of lightning orbs with a lot of focus, so if we do play the Fission, we'd like to deal a lot of burst damage. I think that makes a good amount of sense. Grab the heat sinks. Second storm is good. Should have played it first if I already had it in my hand, though. Not sure that I did. Bias cog, yep. This thing's going to be dead very fast. When we find the second storm from White Noise, it's very brutal for the enemies. And Skim Plus definitely seems solid here. Fusion is also here. Could be interesting. Take the other Skin Plus though. And gotta key that. Of course, we're killing the heart after all. Hoping to have another good shop after this. Maybe with the orange pellets. That'd be awesome. I honestly don't remember if that happens, but it would be nice. This deck will kill the heart before it matters though, I think. If we don't just outright die. The bias cog downside, while real, is not going to be like, oh god, we are out of focus and we lost. It's going to be like, we didn't have enough frost orbs to kill it before it killed us, I think, is the problem in this run. And that's possibly because I wasn't taking cards like Cold Snap, Cool-Headed earlier. Maybe I was meant to be. Definitely possible. So we're smashing the game right now, but this is going to stop being the case once we reach Act 3 and 4. We have to know that and prepare for it. You can't just hope that you can like big brain your way into winning those fights with the same deck. That's not how it works. And I know this. Got there in Repto. Unusually easy with this deck. Storm plus Electrodynamics is huge against their minions. Very happy about that. Gold-plated cables is great. Triggering the passive of our rightmost orb in additional time. Kind of like having a whole extra orb slot, and then whatever your rightmost orb is in that orb slot. So pretty good relic. Take a hologram. Sure. Gotta find heat sinks, didn't find it. But now I can double energy just to play the reinforced body. I was definitely considering, do I want to take damage for Centennial Puzzle there? But not taking, or not dealing damage would have involved not playing double energy, so once I committed to that, it was already too late. Exactly full blocking the Jawworms there. You love to see that. Going big here. Huge draws. Electro off of White Noise is diabolical, man. My White Noises have been... The White Noise RNG this run is making it look like a way better card than it actually is. That's true. It's fine. But, I mean, it's hitting, like, the perfect power nearly every fight in this run. It can give you, you know, Hello World every time, and it's bad. Like, the randomness makes it unexciting. But when it's good, it's really good. It's true. So I played Deficient before the power because it's going to make more orb. Kind of like a waste of an orb not to. Pretty good Incense Burner proc there, blocking for 44 damage. But actually Horncleave was blocking, so only 31 damage. Trying to kill it right now, and also gain as much health as possible. It's cool. The thing that heals us also does the damage. Playing power. Very cool. Alright, a Tori, and another copy of Electrodynamics, which might actually be worth it here. More reliable draw for it against Wokebird and whatnot. Seems I'm not interested though. And Tori says whenever we take unblocked attack damage equal to 5 or less, we reduce that number to 1. So excellent against the Heart multi-hit. When it does 3 times 15 or 4 times 15, it'll get reduced to 1 times 15, and that's rather large. So the Tori tends to not do much until you get to the Heart, in fact. Except for rare circumstances. Ironclad's disarm on a multi-hit enemy, like the Book of Stabbing, for example, can have a large impact. Something like that. Deciding not to play Bias Cog yet. Wait till I have everything else in play and some more orb slots, and then just kind of throw them all down at once and win that way. Time Eater a little bit spooky. It does reset, so we don't get there fast enough. Might be an untimely demise. Considering what to play as my last card here. Could recycle something, could just Glacier. Already full blocking without the Glacier though. Do in fact recycle the Defend. And we don't really care about Burner that much because this is the first fight. We're going to care about Burner in the second fight. We want to put it on 4 in particular. Centennial Puzzle though notably makes Burner, or it makes the Act 4 Elite fight less bad if you can take the damage on purpose on turn 1, because then you can draw cards to sort of counteract the burns. Definitely helps a lot. Sometimes just drawing 3 cards is not going to be good enough, and you just draw a Sender's Bane, defend, and you're dead. It's like actually gross. I'm not complaining though. Take 1. Ooh, nice little block there from the Burner, of course. Ooh, would have liked to play Consume probably. Gold-plated cables making us only take 1 damage there. That's nice. And here we go. Gonna start playing the big powers now. There we go. So yeah, big damage. Now it's splitting. But I might be able to just outright kill it this turn, depending on what we draw. Definitely not outright killing it. This is where it gets a little bit spooky. We're losing 2 focus a turn. So, gotta be careful. Take 9. Consume Glacier? Looks like... Nope. Might have lethal, actually. I did not have lethal. I definitely did math wrong there. Whoops. That was a bit silly. But I think I just mismathed 1 orb extra or something there. And went for the kill. Could have just played Glacier though and taken way less damage. And it is Wokebird, which Passme was not happy about. So, gonna be a bit tough here. For sure. Found Electro though. That should be pretty good. And then I think I'm going to take it a bit slow here. It looks like I'm actually getting pretty well set up here. I already have a little bit of focus. And some frost orbs. And not too many powers in play. Only 8, am I right, guys? Or 4 powers, rather. 8 strength. Make that 5 powers. But the loop does block, actually. So, that's pretty good. And the goal is simple. Eventually, we will have so many orb slot and so much focus from Consume and so many frost orb from Glacier that we can't possibly die. So the first pumping of the brakes for the whole run, pretty much. Since we found the Consume anyway. I mean the Bias Cog and Storm combo. So I really would like to play this, but putting a Lightning Orb in the front, that's actually pretty bad. May play one more power here to put a Frost Orb in the front again. There's Echo Form, that's really insane. So yeah, that was very good. Yet again, by the way, this white noise, my goodness. I'm not gonna act like I'm not getting insanely lucky, okay? I'm not going to pretend that this hasn't given me Echo Form or Creative AI in every boss fight, I think. Like, what's going on here? It's pretty funny. Planning on consuming again next turn, it seems. Wow, double consume. That's kind of crazy. But I do have gold-plated cables and loop, so that's so much block a turn from just having a little bit of focus. And only getting more and more orb slot as well. Getting rid of my powers. Can't keep drawing those, it's very annoying. Play normal skim because it's doubled and still draws me the full hand. Just one Glacier, please. There it is. At this point, we're probably staying big orb slot number. We have a lot of focus now. Still getting rid of them. Yeah, with the loop and the cables, I think it makes sense. But there's a number of focus where the orb slot is definitely better. You have 1,000 focus, you really want one more orb slot rather than one more focus. That's, you know, proportionally the number of the orb that you're making is going down every time you gain focus. Going from 1 to 2 is a lot bigger than going from 100 to 101, of course. And you're always on that spectrum somewhere. I think we're definitely there where the orb slot is better. By quite a lot. Definitely want to play this Doom and Gloom. That's a way to actually kill this thing. Still waiting though. Just scaling. We're taking this one real slow. How you guys doing today? Tell me about your day. Tell me about your life. Yeah, we're gonna heal for 15 when going to the shop also next act, so like we don't even have to worry at all about our health. Just put burner on the right number and get out, if even that. Eventually we have to actually, you know, play cards. And I'm getting rid of my powers, which means I'm getting rid of lightning orbs also, which is kind of spooky. So maybe I should stop doing that. I should just play Doom and Gloom. That's a very obvious win condition. I think Past Me was so into the fact, like sometimes you get so hung up on a game plan that you're doing that you forget your deck can do something else. The Doom and Gloom right now as a spectator is screaming at me to be played. It's so obvious. And yet Past Me is like thinking we're only winning by storming because that's what he's been doing for the past 45 minutes. So one of the harder things about this sort of thing is like remembering everything at once. Definitely easier to say in hindsight as the viewer. There we go. Gonna play that. Probably play Glacier as well. Nope. I'm interested in the Lightning Orb being there. Already have enough block. Interested in the Lightning Orb actually doing a little bit of damage here. Echo Form's getting played. A bit too strong not to. Doesn't matter that it gives it strength. And yep, had to play one more orb card there because we wanted to move a Frost Orb to the front to loop and cables it. Now I'm probably figuring, can I actually afford to put a Dark Orb in the front, or will that kill me? We would take damage on the multi-hit turn. But if I just do it once, I think it's enough damage to kill. So, uh-oh. I can proc this orb. I should probably skim. Dual cast is in my discard pile. Should have thought this through a bit more before putting the Frost in the back there. So I need to block for like 20-ish. I could just double Equilibrium. Or just play that one Glacier, that's enough as well. I was fine with taking 9, it would seem, and just leaving the orbs there. I wanted both the orbs there still, because I can play one and kill the first time, and then kill it the second time as well. There's dual cast. Gotta play 2 cards though before playing it, or else I evoke both Dark Orbs. There's 1, there's 2, dual cast. And then play whatever power I want. And hopefully next turn, draw skim, draw twice. Didn't draw skim. But it doesn't matter, only getting hit for 60, so it can just pass. Oh, yeah, now we're doing so much damage. And we can actually play our powers. I'm still in don't play powers mode, though. I should be playing the powers to heal. But again, it doesn't matter. Oh, right, I'm not trying to do that because of my burner, but it's already dead, so I've messed up. So burner's out on 0 here. And that's not ideal, that's for sure. Yeah, yet again, healing doesn't matter. We have meal ticket. So, and Act 4 with burner on 0, that's a bit spooky. Hopefully we'll have a decent turn 2 against the elites, though. And what to upgrade? A defrag, probably. Or bias cog, perhaps. Consume. That makes sense as well. Any focus card, definitely good. Capacitors here, go click on that. Happy to see that. Take a bronze scales as well. That's gonna reflect 3 damage whenever we get attacked. And a toolbox, which will give us a random, or either choose 1 out of 3 colorless cards at the start of each combat. Definitely solid relic, helps the turn 1 be better. Gives you a little bit of a toolbox of options. Very aptly named card, that's for sure. And actually managed to take the 1 here, very important for puzzle. So I did that on purpose, of course, could have blocked a bit more. And that drew a self-repair, ball lightning, defend. But it could have been the first 3 cards there, for example. And that would have been quite good. Can never know your draw order, of course, unless you have Frozen Eye. Pretty good reinforced body there. Take 1, Tori. And getting hit for a billion here. Not a fan of this. Probably gonna skim. Yeah, not a fan of this. Taking a cool billion here. You hate to see it. You really do. Thank God we have this fairy in a bottle is all I can say. And we didn't actually kill it with burner on 4. That's really bad. Now we're going to get out with Burner on 5, which means it isn't going to actually do anything because we're going to proc it on the turn where the heart is buffing. So it's worst case scenario, and we found a White Beast statue. All future fights will now drop a potion. That turns out is not very good when there are no more fights. So everything going wrong all at once. We've taken 80 or 52 damage, and we have gotten a bad relic, and Burner's on the wrong number. It's all falling apart here. Can we pull it together at the very end here? Stay tuned to find out. Heat sinks. So it's like, do I even play Storm or not? Is the good question. There's too many good cards in my hand. Like Heat Sinks, Glacier, Defrag, and Loop are all seeming really important here. Not playing Heat Sinks instead. So never found orange pellets, unfortunately. That would have been good. Quite good, I would say. And found Creative AI from White Noise again, by the way. I mean, what is going on here? Check his PC, guys. Tori's cooking. Healing for like 8 there or something. It looks like fairy in a bottle time to me. We kept this the whole run for this moment. And Creative AI made Creative AI twice in a row. Not sure if that's good or not. It seems good. Consume is getting played here, surely. That's got to be happening. This is very awkward. I don't have any Frost Orbs now. And I'm also not playing Consume. I should be getting rid of Tempest, yeah. Play some cards. Buffer's pretty good. Consume, Creative AI. So can't play a card without blocking because we have to buffer this hit. Of course. Down the Glacier, probably going to play Defrag. And then now we are looping once. So that should be helpful here. And Tori's going to be huge here again. Of course. And could actually play his Electro probably. Start making some damage number eventually. Bronze Scales was a huge purchase here. We love dealing that passive damage while we're tanking up here. So it's crazy how, like, you know, you can do this whole Storm thing and it's awesome, and then you reach this fight and it's not a possibility anymore. It's just not how the game works. Gotta adapt. Very sad. Echo Form is here. Oh, what's happening? Heat Sinks. Capacitor. Just gotta find one more copy of Glacier here. It is at the point where the Tori is not going to help anymore unless we can find a way to weaken it, which I don't think we can physically do. Sad to see Consume there for sure. Would have liked to play that one, but we are scaling in other means, by other means here. And finally, time to start doing some damage. We need to get out of here before we're getting hit for 8 times 15 and then like 20 times 15. Those are the turns that will just outright kill you. Time to start doing the Storm thing finally. And Bias Cog's definitely getting doubled here. Who cares that we're losing so much focus when we are going to kill it in like 2 turns? And I even get to keep a Frost Orb in the front, which could matter. So I'd probably pass. And Lightning Orbs do the damage on your turn, so they will take the full 50 50 damage there, or whatever it was. 58. There's the big damage. I found a glacier. Gonna double that first, and then should win the fight from there. So a good fight here. Definitely getting a bit lucky with my rolls from white noise and whatever, and creative AI. But also I think played relatively well. And I needed a little bit of help after that Act 4 elite went so badly. Of course. The burner being on the wrong number was such a disaster. I bought the relic and it didn't really do anything. And we got there. 53, 15, 339 healing. Also, 69 cards drawn from this puzzle. That was pretty coincidental. And yeah, membership card saving 782 gold. That's really insane. So yeah, pretty good relic bar there for sure. A few stinkers, but even the ones that are usually bad, like ceramic fish, were actually pretty good because of the membership card and whatnot. So yeah, overall, pretty cool run, I would say. Love storming off there, and Birdface Turn, of course, always fun. If you're still here, have you not subbed? Have you not liked the video? Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and as always, have a beautiful day.